Hello and welcome to the first tutorial on one of the components of Photoshop, the organizer called Bridge. Bridge is a file organizer that allows you to do multiple of searches and filing and organizing attributes that will assist you in your photography editing in Photoshop. Photoshop comes with three different aspects: Photoshop proper, Adobe Camera Raw, which is the raw editor, and Bridge, which is the filer. However, Bridge is just more than the filer for Photoshop. It's actually a file and organizer for the Creative Suite, the larger picture in which Photoshop is one. So it doesn't only file and organize images, it also file and organizes files throughout all applications. We're going to start off slowly by just going through the interface. Content displays what is available. Preview displays what the content will look like. Keywords down here on the right hand side is dedicated to adding and committing keywords to a file or a photo, and metadata tells the information about that file or photo. Under folders and favorites in this dialog box, this is a quick reference that if we click on a folder, desktop, then that will appear. Or if we go to computer, then we'll get the display of what's in the computer. Keywords, date created, will fall under filters, and filters are actually a much larger dialog, which we'll get to later. Collections and export. This is the organizing mainframe which we'll be using, and we have up top here the toolbar, and underneath that we have the icon bar, and to the left here we have a search bar, and where it says essentials, if I pull this out, this is the workspace bar. Adobe offers us numerous workspaces to work with. If you work with more than one monitor, if you want to have put up all the information, the essentials, which is the dialog box we have open now, the film strip, which displays your large preview with all the files underneath, metadata, which shows you all the information about the data, output I'll get to later, keywords is related to the keywords here, and so on and so forth. But for today we're just going to stick within essentials so that we can all work from the same base. If we go up to the tools over here, underneath file, we have all the necessary dialogues for us to work with files, including get photos from camera, which you'll see a bit later on as well. We have numerous editing capabilities within the Bridge frame. We have many different ways to view our files. Stacks has got to do with, when it comes to images, got to do with if you shoot panoramic images or high definition range images, HDR images, then you can do a lot of automating through this dialog. Label is very closely linked to keywords in that it allows you to apply a label so you can have a quick reference, which is the strength behind Bridge. Tools, this allows us to apply other software, Photoshop or third party, or actions that can automate and interface a lot of the work that we need to do. Windows has got to do with what is visual on the screen in front of you. Let's try and stay there. And a lot of it's got to do with your workspace. If you go underneath here, you'll see we're on the ticked essentials workspace. And while we are here, if you look, you can reset workspaces, you can create a new workspace, or you can remove a workspace. And Adobe also gives the option to reset all its shipped workspaces, the standard workspaces. Help is an invaluable key for all us beginners, and straight away the shortcut we must know is F1. The Adobe Support Center is an online help line. Extensions has got to do with the different applications that Bridge is available for. Updates allows us to check online about our updates. The Adobe Product Improvement Program is an option if you wish to relate to Adobe how you find their product, and About Bridge gives you the exact specific details on Adobe Bridge CS5, and it'll scroll down. I'm just going to close that. Press the escape key to close it. Underneath the toolbar we have the next set of icons, which are, I'm just going to scroll slowly, go back and go forward, allows us to move back and forward as we switch. Go to the parent or favorite. Parent would be parent folder or file application. Reveal recent files will go to recent folders. We'll reveal in our contents area the recent files. This boomerang is to return immediately to Adobe Photoshop. Get photos from camera. I'm just going to open up this dialog, because what this allows us to see is that we can get photos from not only a camera but many different devices, including a card reader and a flash disk or a external hard drive. I'm just going to close the dialog. We'll get back to that later when we do load images. Review mode is a mode which allows you to flip through images, and we'll see that later when we view over here. Slideshows and review mode are very similar in their attributes. This aperture is opening camera raw, which is an amazingly strong application to have right here within Bridge. And output allows us another action which can change right from Bridge the output of our files to something which we'll be needing, maybe a web file or a size of a file for a slideshow. Right, without further ado, we're going to now go into some folders to see actually what this is all about, and we will start that in our next review of Bridge Part 2. Thank you for listening.